we are about to do some drills to improve your day trading. That's what we're here for. And I'm going to be doing some usage on the chat, letting people know how they can get better and how they can practice. And what we're going to do is I want you guys to go into your brokers, open up your brokers. We're not going to place any new orders, right? The very last 30 minutes of the day, I do not typically take new day trades. And if I do, which is very, very rare. In fact, I can't remember the last time I've done it. I don't do it on news-driven days, especially on FOMC days. If the SPY closes like this today, which it looks like it will, I can't really foresee a more bearish situation than that close for most likely continuation lower. Even if we just go down to 278, which would be this full gap fill here. So here's what we want to do. We're going to practice a few things. And again, get your brokers ready, get your Excel sheets ready, get your share calculation size ready. Let me get some of my stuff ready. We're going to practice. All right, I'm going to pull up some different time frames. And the very first thing I want us to do is practice trend. Now, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but a lot of traders do overcomplicate this process. They see something that's not there. They see what they think they should be, and they look at the trade, they get the idea, and then they immediately start changing it based on what they think is going to happen. But their initial instinct is right. All right, hourly chart, trend, up or down, go. All right, we got some answers. Okay, we only got one answer that was fast enough, so we're gonna have to go do another one. So I want these answers within 2 seconds. Answers we're supposed to type. Yep, feel free to type them out. Feel free to type them out. So again, when you're looking at a chart, you do want to be able to identify the primary trend. So that just simply means that if you identify the primary trend, that's the direction you should be taking those trades. It doesn't mean that you can't take a counter trend trade. It simply means if you do take a counter trend trade, be very quick with it, right? Be in, be out, be fast. Don't be lollygagging. Don't expect it to do anything amazing. Feel free to write that down. If you are taking a counter trend trade, be fast with it. So I did set up a day trade on calls today on the broader markets. It was actually on the Qs. So we're going to go back to the Qs and I'll show you the trade that I took with calls. This is a very, very quick trade. But here on the 3-minute chart, you guys might be surprised. I don't know. We'll find out if you are. Type a 4 into the chat pane if this is a bear candle closing above the 10. All right, beautiful. Now, type in a 44 if it's the first bear candle closing above the 10 EMA. All right, there's all the 44s, perfect. So tell me how many contracts you would have bought. Sorry, which strikes calls would you have bought on Qs and when do they expire? Go. Which contract and when do they expire? If you're getting in above that candle, which one are you playing? So again, this is on the Qs. Okay, so we have 290 expiring today. A few people are saying, and we have 290s on Friday, 292, 290 next week. All right, good, good, good. So the answer is, yep, 290 expiring this Friday. That is the correct answer, or at least the answer I was looking for. 290 expiring this Friday. All right, beautiful. Next question. If you're doing it with shares or options, let's just go with shares for right now. If you're trading with shares with a $2,000 risk unit, how many shares would you be buying? 290.62 with a stop at 287.23. Go. 290.62, 287.23, 290.62 with a stop loss at 287.23. $2,000 risk. How many shares you buying? All right, we got some fast people in the building. I like it. All right, so we got 590 shares on a $2,000 risk unit. Good job, good job. Have someone saying you could do that. That would also be potentially 7 contracts. Yep. So 6 or 7 contracts is also an adequate answer. 6 or 7 contracts on the actual option chain, but about 590 is absolutely the right answer. Now, what I love as far as a drill is concerned is absolutely a speed drill to determine your risk faster. So I'm going to unmute the person who got it first correct. And that is our girl, Emily Young, who also has a mentorship starting for you and your little ones. All right. So, or just you, or kids 8 to 17 and or parents. Is that right, Emily? Anyone can do this?
Yep. Anybody can do it.
All right, anyone can do it. So bring your kids if you got them, or if you have family members, or if you got friends, buy a slot for them, get some people in here. So Emily, how'd you come up with 590 within about 5 seconds after I asked you? What's your secret?
Call the spreadsheet.
You have a spreadsheet. Okay. So you just typed in what? The entry, the stop, and the risk, and that was your answer?
Yep.
All right. So how'd you change the risk so fast?
I have a cell that I just put the 2000 in.
Now, I know everyone has that, but I'm not going to call you out. Don't worry, I won't call you out name, but type in a 4 if you do not have an Excel spreadsheet that can calculate that for you. Because again, you can do it with options or you can do it with shares. It is available. But if you don't have one, happy to figure out a way to help you get one. But that is certainly something that you can have accessible to you. All right, so it looks like everyone has one. Great. So everyone, make sure you have that available, because again, speed is something that's going to assist you in this game. Let's ask again. Let's practice. How, Emily, if you're sitting here, you're helping me on this one. We enter here and stop here, even though this isn't a full strong win. Why would one sell here if you went in bullish?
Wait, sell on what do you have? The top check marks?
Yeah. Why would you sell there?
Because it's a bunch of candles with wicks.
Definitely an answer. What else?
Oh, and also you have that line there.
Okay. What else?
Oh, that big bull candle.
Yep. What else?
It's your 1.2R target.
Also correct, but the big main answer is, so right up in here, yes, it is a resistance. There is a line there, that line being a pre-market resistance on the 15-minute chart, number one. Number two, ladies and gentlemen, this area, right, is also a new high for the day. So you have target, or, you're at a resistance, you're at a new high of the day, and the overall trend is bearish. Overall trend is bearish, and you're taking a bullish trade. You should know to be exiting faster. You don't necessarily have to hold for a screaming large, humongous win. If you can get your R and some change, beautiful. That is the goal. That's what you're striving for. So great job, Emily. And everything Emily said was also correct. That's what's amazing. So if I look at the 15-minute chart, let's just zoom out really, really quick here on the 15-minute chart. Type in a 9 if you guys can see that resistance up there. We'll draw it with some boxes, right? So here's some of that resistance. Here's that new pre-market high area, right? Buying low and selling high. If you're playing something counter trend, could you, instead of going long here, had a pre-selected short in that area? Yes or no? Yeah, you could have, right? That would have been something you would have had to set up in advance, probably maybe yesterday or earlier in the day, but you certainly would have had to have something created ahead of time so that you're not scrambling for it to occur right then and there. All right. So a few more drills that I practice. So drill number 1 is we repeat a trade over and over and over and over and over and talk through why it's so great. Would everyone like to do that on this trade right here? Yes or no? Just to practice it. Knowing that it worked, we go, okay, here's the setup, boom, this is the trade, here's the risk, here's what I'm getting in, here's what I'm going to get out, bang. Repeat that process, because taking a winning trade is fantastic. We learn the most from our losers, but you make your money from your winners. I know that sounds like, yeah, Newsome. We know, bro. But the point I'm getting at is most new traders or traders who are not profitable, they win small amounts of money and they lose more amounts of money. Even if you're 50-50 or 55-45 or whatever, you're really, really, really good at winning $600 and you're terrible at losing $800. And so even if your math is 40-60 or 50-50, that's your trading style right now. Like if you're making 600, losing 800, that's not good. So what you do is once you make the money, then you protect it. All right, so let's practice. Even though that this trade wins, we're going to do this 3 times, and then we're going to go find another trade that worked today, and we're going to do that drill. Okay. So we're going to take the lines off. And here we go. All right, so on the cues, we know the trend is bearish and we know we're at a support. So how do we know we're at support? We zoom out, right? So we know we're low. We know the trend is bearish, but we know we're at a support. This is a day trade, so the overall trend doesn't have to be bullish to make money, but you do know that you need to be in and out a little bit faster. Okay, so we got that drilled down. The news has already happened. The event has already happened. So if I'm looking at this, I see a really, really clear resistance right here. Next candle that comes in, very nice volume. Type in a 6 if you can see beautiful, beautiful volume increase. So great volume increase. And again, you all know I'm focusing right now primarily on the 10 EMA strategy. That's the main focus for this year for any of my coaching students or trading students. That doesn't mean you can't take anything else. It just means that that's the primary focus. So really, really good volume coming in and nice upper shadow, nice lower shadow, creating indecision. That indecision says, hey, I'm not really sure what's going to happen here, but we're at a resistance. So what do we need if we are at resistance? What do we need if we're at resistance to let us know resistance is broken, and the trend is changing, question mark. The answer is we need a close above it. All right, that's what we need. We need a close, a rest, and then a continuation. A close, a rest, and a continuation. So when I say trend reversal, I'm not talking about on a bigger time frame. I'm talking about on this time frame. Meaning this fractal for that short period of time, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that fractal right there. Not like the overall trend change, but just long enough for me to play something bullish and get in and get out. Okay, so the next candle that comes in, bang, is this a close above it? The answer is, yes, it is. All right, beautiful. So when this candle comes in, I could easily set up a retest, and I did. This was a real trade, real money. I set up a retest to buy right here in purple with a stop loss right there. I was hoping or anticipating we would get something like this, and then we would trade up, and then I would sell it. You guys follow me? All right, cool. So we got there. So we got it. Beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. So that's my plan. That's what I want. The next candle, bear candle closing above the 10 EMA. On this candle, I set the trade up bullish, and I have 2 orders to get in. I have one here, stop there. All right, let's calculate it. How many shares are we buying? 290.50 by 290.25. $2.25 of risk. And we'll do a $5,000 risk unit. Let's live a little. Let's dream. $5,000 R, 290.50 by 287.25. Let's go. How much are we buying? Okay, Tanner's got an answer. 5 more seconds is the acceptable time limit. Matthew's got an answer. Rob Cole's got an answer, and Cindy's got an answer. All right, everyone else, you're too slow. So we're going to do this again. All right, let's go back up. All right, team, we're going to try again because you're all too slow. All right, you ready? All right, go ahead and delete the numbers because they're about to change. This is a drill, by the way. Do you guys know, like in football and every other drill, they do the exact same thing over and over and over? I know a lot of you might not have done that, and this is okay. And I know all of you have your risk already known, and so it doesn't have to change. But the reason I'm changing it, so you're just used to going back and forth. This is a drill. Get your fingers and your things and your brain. Get your phalanges ready. Okay. Let's start working out those phalanges. All right. Bullish entry. We're going to get in at 290.51. We're going to have a stop loss at 287.24, and we're doing a $300 stop loss, $300 risk. Go. How many shares? $300 R. Much faster, much better. Beautiful. All right. Good, good, good. That's the kind of speed that I'm looking for, boys and girls. That is the speed. That takes practice. Let me get this a lot. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, this takes practice. It's okay to practice this exact same speed, this exact same thing. Practice it, practice it, practice it. So remember, I now have 2 trades. Let's set up my second trade. All right, second trade, I want to have an entry here and a stop loss here. Entry is 288.10, stop loss 288.54, $300 risk unit, go. How many shares are we doing on the second trade? So we have 1 trade for a breakout and we have 1 trade for a pullback. 1 trade for a breakout, 1 trade for a pullback. All right, $300 risk unit, $300. This 288.10 by 285.54. 288.10 by 285.54. Okay, beautiful. Good drill. Good drill, team. I'm getting an acceptable amount of answers that is correct to continue forward. All right. So at this stage, I have 2 trades set up. I'm going to cancel whichever one doesn't trigger. Example, if this one comes down and triggers my pullback, type a yes into the chat pane if I cancel this order. All right, so I would cancel that order if we fill the pullback. Now, if we take the breakout, I cancel the limit buy pullback. So I would have 2 trades in here because 1, I want to buy on a retest, and 1, I want to buy on this candle. The next candle that comes in looks like this. Really nice lower shadow, really nice upper shadow. Type of 2 if it gets close to filling the pullback. So it almost hits the retest, but just doesn't quite do it. This is a little bit of a potential flag pattern. It's definitely an indecision candle. It definitely looks pretty okay. Look kind of cute. It's kind of interesting. So there's some things there that look amazing. So at this stage, I'm assuming this doesn't fill because this is the retest that I was looking for. This little drop right there, that lower shadow is what I'm looking for. My thought process is if we get a bear candle that comes below here and does something like this and takes out that wick, it's probably going lower. So what I do in real time is all I do is just drag my entry down and I drag my stop loss down so that this way it's the same 2 numbers. So it looks something like this on the screen. So it's 287.69 by 285.69. So now it's a $3 stop on, sorry, $2 stop on 300 shares. Divided by 2. All right. So that's the new 150. Everyone can do that in their head. So that's the new entry, right? A little bit more shares than the last one because I'm lowering it, but I still have the bullish breakout ready to go. Next candle comes in, boom, get filled. So I cancel this order. Bang, bang. That one's canceled. And one very interesting thing that I have seen a lot of traders do that I don't love doing. Now, this is a key takeaway, I think so. You'll notice a tiny retest gap right there, bull candle gapping up. That's not extremely relevant. But when I'm going counter trends on a news-based event or really anything that I'm expecting it to do whatever it's going to do, this is a big stop. Yes, I realize that, but we are about to come into a resistance of some kind. We just had a strong move. I can take a profit here and make 1R. I can get out there and make an R, and then I can protect it for the rest of the day or for the rest of the week. I can make an R. The only thing that we cannot control in trading is how the trade moves. I can take this trade, I can protect it, can make an R, and I can protect that R for the rest of the day or the rest of the week. I get to decide how often I'm trading at that stage. So what I will do is I will sell, I will throw a limit sell here. Wherever my limit sell is on my broker, I'm dragging it down or dragging it up. I'm gonna put it right below there, right at that 1R target, and it spikes up and hits. Now, I want you to know that I'm not saying that you have to try to be that upper shadow. What I'm saying is this is a very, very, very common thing I see for newer traders. You always think it's going to keep running. You always think, I wish I could think I know how to type. It's going to keep running. Because in your brain, you're saying, but Jeremy, you just said win big. You just said hold your winners. You just said cut your losers. Yes. When you know you have a profit, when you know you have the ability to take a win, and it's a nice solid chunk like an R, and you're at a resistance, you're making some new highs, sell into strength, and then protect that gain. That is how you do it. The big wins will come when you are already up big. Write that down. The big wins will come when you are already up big. The chances and the likelihood of you getting a 6R win when you're down 1R for the month is probably like 1 out of 5,000. It's a very, very, very slim chance. I mean, there's a probability, but it's tiny. But the chances of you making 1.2 Rs when you're down -1R is huge. That's a huge probability. Take this, be up the difference 0.2 Rs, and then dictate, should you take another trade again for that day or for that later that week, and then find a really good setup that you can list and get your way to where you're at 6 Rs. And then once you're at 6 Rs, then you can start holding for some big wins. Make sense, everyone? That's a huge key takeaway. It's not called scalping. This is not scalping. This is like, realize that everyone here has access easily to a $500,000 account. And if you take a $5,000 risk unit and you make 4 Rs a month, that's 20 grand a month. I'm pretty sure 20 grand a month would change a lot of lives here, including my own. I mean, 20 grand a month is amazing. That's only 4 Rs a month, right? 4. So everyone here has access to that. It's really easy for every single person here to buy into that. My thought process is work on getting those 1 to 2 to 3 Rs a month, lock them in when they're there, and then keep them. That's it. So we're going to do the exact same trade again. Here we go. Because that's a beautiful trade, guys, right there. That's an amazing move. All right, let's back it up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is the current trend right now on the Qs? Jose says, how do you stop from over trading? It sounds easy, but I keep screwing it up. Oh man. Just come work in Nashville with me for a few days, bro. I'll make sure you stop over trading. All right. So we have sideways to bear. Beautiful. You're all correct. If you're typing in sideways or you're typing in bearish or either one of those, you're absolutely correct. Sideways to bear, a little choppy. So that tells me that we need some type of validation, confirmation, whatever you need to call it. I'm just going to call it a close. I need a breakout above resistance. We all can see here's a nice little resistance right there. So there's some support right here. Looking cool. Now, you might ask, if you're looking at this, hey, Newsome, well, this is a bull candle closing below the 10. How come you didn't take that trade set up? Well, number one, it wouldn't have triggered. But number two, it's out of support. And number three, the risk reward ratio is absolutely awful. The stop is like $6. So the Qs has to go down another $12 after it just went down $6, right? To like risk reward makes no sense. So it's sideways to bearish. We're at a support. We don't know what's going to happen yet, but we need some type of information. Now, watch this next candle form. This next candle is beautiful sentiment. I was day trading this live while it was happening. So I love this sentiment. I felt this. Okay. Bears come in and they think, oh my gosh, this is going to be just Armageddon. Holy smokes. This thing's about to go to zero. And then a flip switches somehow, and then a bunch of bulls come in. All right. So watch this. Check out this candle. This is going to form and like it's real time. Boom. Armageddon. No. Type in a 1 if you saw that. Quick little flash down lower, right? People are freaking out, and then it rallies back. This is a great candle because of the volume. The volume here says, I don't know what's going to happen, but a lot of bears are trapped. A lot of people went short into here, expecting the rollover to continue. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bear volume, but a lot of indecision. I can easily actually see why someone could have gone long right there. Maybe with an R, maybe with half an R, but I can see how someone could have gone long over there. Me, I'm a pansy, right? I'm a pansy flower in a field of roses. So I need to close above that resistance to really, really trying to find out what's happening. I'm waiting for a close. I'm thinking to myself, this should close bullish, but this is the linchpin candle for right now. This right here, this is the monkey wrench in the bull soup. This is it. If we close below here, I will short on a retest. So if we close below here, I will short on a retest because of the risk reward. If we break above here, I will buy on the retest. Right? This is what I'm thinking. Okay, so here we go. Next candles come in. Give me 4 seconds. All right. So the next candle that comes in, boom, huge bull candle. So look at the volume, look at the move, good close above that level, some strong looking growth right there. So what are we thinking? Gotta be thinking something good. I'm thinking, wow, that's a strong, strong candle. Let's go long on a retest. Okay, so we're going to set up a retest. We're going to set up a limit buy to buy the dip, and we're going to set it right around these upper shadows to see if we can get filled. Limit buy 287.93. And you know what? I'm going to put my stop right down here so that the math is a little bit easier for me. 284.93. What's the risk on that? On a how many shares are we doing? $3,000 risk. Go. This one's easy. $3,000 R. All right, 1,000 shares. Okay, time is up. So everyone else that puts it in after, you're too slow. You need to be able to get this in 8 seconds or less. This is the drill. All right, you guys want to try it again? New risk unit. Risk unit of $550. Go. All right, 8 seconds is up. All right, here we go. Shout outs to Emily, Santosh, Will, Tanner, Rob, Chad, Greg, Sam, and Lucian. Everyone else, you're too slow. You guys want to try again? Right, it's okay to have it in a spreadsheet, but all you need to be doing is changing one number here. It should take less than a half a second, maybe 2 seconds to type it in and do everything. $700 risk unit, go. 8 seconds, 8 seconds, 8 seconds. All right, everyone else, you're too slow. 8 seconds is up. This is a drill. Practice it. This is a drill. This is what you want to do. You want to be able to see what you're seeing, place the trades, and get in. Because we all already know this trade works. But team, you want to put into your brain, you want to tell your brain, wait a minute, I know how to do this. I can do this. I'm good enough to do this. That's what you're doing when you do this. You're proving to your brain, you're giving your brain small signals that you actually know how to do this. That you know how to do the whole process. right? If someone's in my house and we're drilling this, I want the entry. Sorry, I'm gonna have the entry, the stop, and I want them to be able to fill out the shares and put the trade into the broker 30 seconds or less. All right. So who's ready? Who wants to do a screen share? I'm gonna promote you to a panelist. Who's brave enough? Who wants it? You're about to get the Jerremy challenge. The drill. No one? I'm gonna pick on somebody. All right, Jordan Fox says, let's go. All right, Fox, here we go. Give me a quick second, team. I'm gonna make him a panelist so he can share his screen. All right, give me just a moment. Jordan Fox will be rejoining the webinar as a panelist. All right, Foxy, how you doing, my man?
Good, bro. Just working a little bit.
Not anymore. Now we're doing drills.
That's right.
You're a full-time trader by what date? Oh,
Once I get funded in that account, so I'm restarting today. I blew it up.
That's okay. But you wrote down a date, didn't you? Like the time that you're gonna be a full-time trader?
December 2nd will be what we're going for.
All right, baby.
Are you on the screen?
Yep, go ahead and share your screen. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the entry and I'm gonna give you the stop. And are you able to pull up a broker for me too?
I have my TD, or I can do MetaTrader.
MetaTrader, let's do it. So all I want is just the like the type of trade it would be. And let's go into the cues for me really quick, just on your screen, on your trading view. All right, perfect. Go into a 3-minute chart. Wow, it's a gnarly close. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good, good, good. And let's go into I think you might have to share your entire screen so that we'll be able to see MetaTrader. Because right now I think you might just be sharing your Google Chrome. So go back to share screen.
Is that better?
There we go. Perfect.
What do you put in MetaTrader?
This is yeah, do the cues. Or the NDX, sorry, NDX, my bad, NDX.
Where would that be under, Jeremy?
Right there, where it says NAS, stock NAS. We'll do Apple for right now. We'll just keep people. Yeah. Cool. Apple and the Qs they move the exact same today. All right. So what we're gonna do, team, is we're gonna look at Jordan. I'm gonna give him a quick drill. I'm gonna put on the screen. I want you guys to do this with him if you're with us. I want you to figure out your risk and how to put in the trade. So what I'm gonna do is on Apple, enter at 157, stop at 155.50. 157, 155.50, go. If you guys are following along, this is our boy Jay Fox getting his drill in. Yep, that's perfect. 157, 155.50. And we're gonna be doing a $500 risk unit. All right, so let me see you throw that into the broker. So let's just say we're going long. We're gonna break out market execution. All right.
155.70.
157 by 155.50. All right, too slow. 30 seconds is over. Trade has been missed. All right, we'll do another one. Ready?
Apple again.
Yep, we're gonna do Apple again. We'll leave Apple on the screen. All right, so we're gonna enter short 155. Stop loss 157.60. $500 risk. All right. Almost nailed it. You had to buy limit up.
Aha!
All right. Drill number 2. All right. Let's do
Man,
it. Fun, right?
failing it.
No, dude, you're doing good. You're doing good. So, but that's what this is, guys. This is Jordan saying, hey, this is a drill that everyone here should practice until you feel really cool, calm, and collected in whatever broker, exchange, whatever trading platform, whatever you're using. Do this drill, because if you're going to be a full-time trader, full disclosure, guys, I haven't made a trading input error in years. Now, I've done it before. You guys all know some stories, but when you're practicing, you'll get in the habit of, are you long, are you short? You know what you're going to get into. You place the trade. And if you start putting pressure on yourself, because 30 seconds is actually pretty generous. I usually say like, hey, do it in like 15 seconds or so. If you're doing it from 15 to 30 seconds, your brain will find ways to get even faster, right? If a standard changes, right? Because right now, a lot of people's standards right now is 2 minutes. 2 minutes is 7 eternities in trading, in case you're wondering, all right? For inputting a trade. So do me a favor. I want you to set this trade up for me right here, this short. How would you have played it? And however you would have played it, put that order into MetaTrader with whatever your risk unit is. You have 30 seconds, go. All right, so stops above all the moving averages. He's shorting at 155.95. His stop is at 157.42. All right, so he's got his sell open. He's got his price. He's got a stop loss.
Risk unit?
Yeah, your risk unit. Yep. Something's off. Oh, failed again. Time's up.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it stressful?
It is. I usually put the orders in on MetaTrader on my phone so I can look at my chart while I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely, I totally get it. But again, team, so what we're doing here, type in a 2 if you guys can see how this is beneficial, right? I'm not saying that every single person has to do this every single day. All I'm getting at is you should get to the point where you can look at a trade, pull it up, know where you would have gotten in, know why. That's why I loved about your setup, dude, is I see you take this trade all the time. So explain to me what this trade is that you would have taken, and I'll let you off the hot seat.
So right here, I am checking out where we're trapping the most amount of bulls if we're taking this short. So I'm looking at my volume over here where we have 5 bull candles in a row. You see right here is kind of where our pullback was. It didn't continue higher. So you could almost see the double top that would be forming right in here. And so with that massive amount of volume, you know, I would maybe look to take it on like a pullback there or at that first bull candle under the 10 EMA and let it continue on. But then the confirmation of once we're triggered in right here with this bull candle, not touching our EMA, I can kind of assume that it's going to continue down toward our target.
Yeah. And so that was awesome analysis in less than 30 seconds. That was brilliant. And so really what we have too is, again, this huge candle, there's your bull signal right there. There was the close below all of that. And then this is the continuation lower. Would you have done a limit sell, or would you have tried to catch the breakout of this pattern?
I would have probably tried to catch the breakout, truthfully.
Yeah. So you'd have set up after this candle comes in right here.
If I didn't catch the head and shoulders or like the double top, whichever right there, I would have definitely looked for a pullback probably here. Or if I was already we're already looking at this volume coming in, I would have just set it under here and kind of let it continue on. So okay. I probably would have moved my stop down closer to there, but.
Got it. Awesome job, man. Tanner, you rock. Everyone, sorry, not Tanner, Jordan, Tanner doing his chat. Everyone type a quick JF into the chat, paying for my boy Jordan Fox being on the hot seat. Awesome job, man. You rock, brother. You did fantastic. All right. Who wants another shot to be on the hot seat to test your drills? I got some more drills for us. Drills for the skills, boys and girls. You want to trade full time? Prove it. Prove it to me. Let's see how much you all have been practicing the speed, because all of this blends, right? It's the analysis, then you got to do the trade setup, then you got to input the trade, the broker, then you got to, these are the things to practice, these mechanics. This is like the footwork of football. All right, who's going to volunteer? Zach says, I can, but I'm cheating. Let's find out how Zach is cheating, everyone. Let's promote him to a panelist. I like cheaters. Cheaters in trading mean that you're making money. This is the time to cheat, Zach.
What's going on?
Hey, brother. All right, do me a quick screen share. How are you cheating? Fill us in.
Just this automated thing I downloaded from MetaTrader. That just lets me figure out my entry exit and then my locks pretty easily. I don't have to do anything. I just put in numbers.
Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen, type a quick Z into the chat pane. If his brain said, I gotta go faster, Newsome's gonna put me on the hot seat one day. I need to have all this ready to go. So you're using the risk calculator, yeah?
Yeah, it's another one that I found that's a little bit better. So
Okay.
like if I turn it on, I can actually put my entry to wherever I want it.
Yep.
Put my stop loss to wherever I want it, and then my profit.
Yep.
And down here, I have a $500 risk right now, so it automatically already puts it in for me. And then I just said order, and it puts in the entire order for me.
Now here's the best part. Here's the best part. Ladies and gentlemen, type in a 2 if this will save you so much time and be crazy helpful. All right. Oh, now everyone loves you, Zach. So guys, here's the thing. I want you to love Zach more than I love Zach. And it's gonna be very hard to do that. So I hope everyone sees how useful this is. Are you able to share how you got that download on?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably put in Slack.
Yeah. Oh, for
Bot
sure.
Calculator, and I have to figure out which one it exactly is.
That's okay. All right. I'll do an @ channel after you do it so that everyone kind of sees where it's at.
Yeah, I'll find exactly that one I got. But yeah, it's super helpful. So I'll just go into it real quick. So if we're like on Apple right now, if I pull it up, I just changed this right here, and it does my risk unit. So now it's 5.15 lots.
Love it.
At $1,000.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's keep cheating. So pull up Tesla for me, and or what stock did you trade today? Is what I should say.
I traded SPY. So
Okay.
I'm here, SPX 500.
Okay. Yep. SPX. So show us how you traded it.
It's gonna be hard charting on this thing, but let me try to figure out what's going on. Hold on. Be a little zoomed out so I can figure out what's going on. I traded it way back here, so it's gonna be hard to see. Maybe I can just go to this guy. Might even have my trade still up. Nope, I didn't. I do not. But let me look at 15 minutes. Sorry.
All good, dude. No worries.
What was I? Yeah, I actually had extended on. I played this 15-minute guy right here. Obviously went against me, and I actually got out for a small loss over here before the news, and it just tanked. So
Got it. Are you sharing TradingView or just MetaTrader?
is this
I still see
what are we
Meta.
looking at? Oh, I got you guys on the wrong screen. Let me screen share again.
Alex says, can you use this with any broker? No, this is a MetaTrader download specifically. I mean, there's a lot of brokers that do have these functionalities, but just know that, Thinkorswim has ThinkScripts. There's a lot of platforms that you can download tools that will be more helpful.
So this was basically the trade I took. I got back out over here when it started getting back to break even, when it went against me instantly.
Got it.
We got wicked in.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So let's go to Tesla on a 3-minute using hindsight. Tell me how you would have traded it.
I love hindsight trading.
It's the best. It's the best.
I like this. Inverse head and shoulders happening, kind of a double bottom. Long right there would have been nice. With a tuning a strategy.
Yep.
Stop probably below there. And then shoot for 1.2. Hindsight trading is easy.
That's the best.
Or even if I miss this guy, I could have still kept it in there and tried to get the retest right here as well.
Yeah. Yep. Beautiful. All right. So show me how you would put that into MetaTrader with your current setup.
Yep. Let me go back to MetaTrader. Tesla. Yeah. This thing is so hard to chart.
The charting is not the greatest on this, but there it is right there.
Right there, yeah. So if I hit the on, I take my entry, which is, of course, now I can't tell, but I think my blue line's my entry. No, that's my take profit. Let's take profit line up here, entry line above here, and then my stop.
It was this trader right there.
Oh, is it that one? Gotcha. Entry here, stop down here, take profit up here. So it also gives me the risk to reward right here. So 1.46 would have been in there. So if I put it down, I don't know.
Yep.
140, then that's the 1.4.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
So this was a very, very, very useful screen share because, Zach, I'm confident you just helped hundreds of people.
I can figure out where this lock calculator is again. I gotta dig into it and find it.
Yeah, no worries, man. But everyone, just type in a quick Z if our boy Zach helped you tremendously. Because even if he can't find it, how about you go do your own work and find it yourself? but does that make sense, everybody? Okay, cool. Yeah, super, super, super helpful, especially for anyone who wants to trade full time, like our boy Zach. So Zach, thank you, man. This was very, very helpful.
Yep.
Assisting a lot of people, man. Giving people some freedom.
Awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Good stuff, team. Okay. Does anyone else want to come on and do some drills? I got some more drills we can do. I got plenty. But that's why I love bringing people on and just sharing. That's what trading community is about. That's what makes real life trading not only different but better, but exceptional, is just going through every genius that is here and really pouring into the community as a collective to find out how we can all help each other make some gains. Who else is feeling froggy and wants to jump into greatness? I mean, Yates, you're gonna be doing this anyway at my house. So, I mean, just throwing it out there. Terrence, Sky, what do you think, Sky? Hit us with that hammer trade. Juan Pablo, anyone? Huh? Fabrice? D? All right, I'm gonna go pick on someone. All right, Yasir, he's stepping up. He says, I can do it. Yes, you can. All right, my man. Yasir is getting brought on. Hector. Joe says, next time I'm taking this trading off work. Just gonna take out. I'm no longer working here. I'm quitting. So go ahead and share your screen. We'll do it muted because we don't necessarily theoretically have to have audio on your side. I'll just watch really closely what you're doing to make sure you're doing it right. So feel free to share your screen and then show me how you would have set up AMD on a 3-minute chart today before 11 o'clock Eastern with a $500 risk unit. Before 11 Eastern. All right. So how would you have taken AMD $500 risk unit before this time of the day? I like these red and white candles. It's pretty cool. So while you see us hanging out here, I'll give you the hint. So the hint is we're looking for this candle right there. That nice little green, this little one with the first green arrow over it. That's where you're gonna be looking at getting in. So yep, so we're gonna be buying there. So buy there. Where's your stop? You got 30 seconds, go. Okay, got the stop loss. Got the 1R. Here's the 1.2. It's okay, you put it at 1.2. Just wouldn't have quite made it there. This is one of those trades that you would have won small on, ladies and gentlemen, most likely. All right, risk is 5. There he goes, put some 500. There's the amount of shares he's taken, 609. All right, throw it into the broker for us if you can, if you have it pulled up. Yeah, MetaTrader, it's going to go on another platform. Perfect. All right, 30 seconds is up, but I'll still watch you do it. Oh, nice. He's got the secret tool also, ladies and gentlemen. Look at our boy. Nice. Our guys got it also. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's so good to see everyone use this and have it accessible. Because here's the truth, guys. Like, the more you start practicing this, the faster you get. Again, you're telling your brain that you know how to do this. Does that make sense? You're telling your brain, you're like, wait a minute, brain, I can do this. This is doable. All right, that's the candle right there that we were talking about this morning. Yep. So you're telling your brain, you're showing your brain, you're giving your brain evidence, but this is absolutely a skill that we all need to get really, really good at, is this speed, right? Just kind of being able to recognize what's going on. So go back to Trading View for me really quick this year. You did a great job, by the way, man. Everyone type a quick Y into the chat pane for our boy. So what's really incredible here is notice the prior day. This is what I love about this trade a lot, is the prior day and into today. Look how many bear candles came in a row. Tons and tons of bears, really throwing in some strong pivots, right? Just traded right down to support. So all these shorts are getting in here. Obviously, they're excited about making money as it goes down. And then we get the bounce. We get a bounce. We close above the high of the day. So this is the high of the day right there. We close above that with good candle, another bull candle, and then we get the bear candle. So the one with the green arrow for him is the first bear candle closing above the 10 EMA. So getting in there allows you to, are you buying at a resistance? Yeah, you're buying at a little bit of resistance. But again, if you're going to take this trade, I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying as a practice, if you take this trade, entries here, stop losses there, you know that it needs to close and break above this resistance for it to work, right? We know that's the case. If you're trying to wait for a pullback, you may or may not have gotten your order, who knows? But either way, all we're doing is just practicing being able to recognize where you're getting in. My friends, that is the secret to one of the drills. The secret is for you to recognize extremely quickly and not hesitate on your signal. Type a J into the chat pane if you can see how I would have taken a trade 95% of the time. And when you pull up a chart, you're like, dang, I hope Newsome took that trade. Because all of you guys know my setup. It's not special, right? If it's a bullish high wave candle or bearish high wave candle off the, like, you know, I'm going to play that trade. It's nothing. It's not really unique or wonderful at all. But you want to be able to practice this drill so that you can see your setup and what you look for so that you can play it over and over and over and over and over again. All right. So I'll show you a quick trade. I'll post it in Slack just so that we can have familiarity with it and so that it's available. I did take a trade on the Qs for 2 Rs at the end of the day. Okay. And a little over 2 Rs. So you see here, since you're really good at this, for me, pull up the Qs chart and show me later in the day what this looks like. Right as I'm logging on, what's the setup that Newsome loves? What's the trade? What do you think? Yeah, so he's talking about that one. So that was exactly right after your FOMC, little break above there, right? That's it. Boom and boom. Good little trade right up into that target. Nothing crazy, but just a nice, solid cute little 1R. Right? A cute little Magoot. But there it is. Right? It doesn't have to be anything too crazy, nothing too insane. It's like this is my trade. Type 2 J's into the chat pin if you guys can see that. Don't worry about being the FOMC. Don't worry about any of that. Bear candle closing above the 10. It's the first one, and there's your high wave indecision candle. You guys know I love 2 candles. I love those rests. How many times have you heard me say in the trading room, all right, let me just let one more candle come in before I set this trade up or before I let this trade happen. I want a little bit more pressure to build. You guys have heard that a million times. It's because I look for this. I look for that indecision. I look for people saying, I have no clue what's going to happen. So if it happens with momentum. You see, thanks so much for helping us out. You did amazing, man. Even though we couldn't hear you, we saw your greatness, and that is all that matters, dude. Love you so much. Thank you for being here, brother. Awesome work. Type a 1 into the chat pin if all this makes sense, if all this helps you and just kind of like clear some things up for you, because these are the drills that I want you to practice. The speed at getting into your orders, the speed at recognizing your orders, and the speed at just knowing what your risk is. But most importantly, doing it proficiently so that you do not make mistakes. Doing it proficiently so you do not make mistakes. There is no room for dumb human errors in trading. You do not have to make them. Inputting the wrong amount of shares, you don't have to make that error. That's a dumb thing to do. So just stop. Right? And if you make really dumb errors, punish yourself. Go eat a giant bag of broccoli or something. Right? Today was a little bit of a profitable day, at least for me. So I enjoyed a Snicker bar. Sorry. I mean, am I linking sugar to positivity? Kind of, more or less, but it's all right. Regardless of the point, we drill because we know what we want to get good at. So we go practice the things that we want to be great at. So let's do another quick example. Let's see how fast I can back trade to get into my perfect setup. You guys want to do that with me? So I want someone type a random ticker into the chat pane. We're going to see how fast I can look at the trade and get into my perfect set, the setup that I want, and it's going to be a winning trade. All right, meta, got it. So we got a meta. What time frame? Is this swing? Is this day? Is this you guys type in what time frame are we doing? Intraday, outraday, interday, D-day. All right, so this is a 15-minute chart. Okay. Ooh, let's do 2 minutes. I haven't done 2 minutes in a while, if that's okay, Lucian. It's been a few weeks since I've done 2 minute back trading. All right. So we can't go back more than I think 2 months on a meta. So someone throw a day in the last 2 months at me. I'm gonna pull this up all real time. You guys know, oh no, I don't cheat. I would never do that, but let's just pull it up and we'll see what you guys think. Okay, 8-4. So let me go in. I gotta pull up a 2 minute chart. And let's go on 8-4. Now I'm going to go to 8-4 if it lets me. Okay, perfect. So you guys can see that I haven't seen the market open. So we're going to go to, we got a while before market open. Okay. All right. So let's go see if I can find the trades, a perfect trade for Newsome on a 2 minute time frame. I'm not going to go back and forth between a lot of time frames just so that nothing gets messed up, but I am going to draw a resistance line here. All I did was zoom out for a little bit and just draw a resistance. Nothing special there. I'm going to draw another line here, and I'm basing off of this pivot right there. Okay, so this is a 2 minute time frame. So now I'm going to go about to market open, which is 8:30 my time. Okay, almost market open. I'm going to pause. Okay, so now I'm going to draw a level at, I'm going to draw a line at a resistance point. So this red line is just a pre-market support resistance. So I have a pre-market support, I have a pre-market resistance, and I'm going to look for compression, indecision, bull or bear candle. That's it. Compression, indecision, bull or bear candle. Next candle. So we're about to get market open. I don't think this is gapping. So this is going to open pretty flat. So again, if I'm looking at yesterday was like right here. So we're opening down just a little bit, nothing too crazy. All right, almost market open. 2 more minutes and then bang, here's your market open. Interesting bounce. What's the first takeaway for me? Very intriguing bounce off of the pre-market support. I would not have done this trade, not with a gap, not with no real gap, and probably not with meta. But type in a 6 if you can at least see that we did bounce off of that level. That's all we need. Okay, so we got that. All right, perfect. So now we're at a little bit of a resistance. I'm gonna draw a tiny little line for resistance. So this resistance is just some chop here pre-market. If I can get, and again, here it is. Here's the key. Plan ahead of time. If I can get a small bear inside candle, I'll have the setup that I want to go. This is the target. Okay, is this a small bear inside candle? No, it's not. So I'm waiting for the next one. Small bear inside candle, is it? No, it's not. Just a really good bounce off of pre-market support to pre-market resistance. Type in a 5 if you want a really cool mindset shift that you can use for the rest of your life. I repeat this every single day, every single day. I am successful anytime I recognize an opportunity. You don't even have to take it. You don't have to do anything with it. You don't even have to know how to make money with it, as long as you recognize the opportunity. Entry there, stop there. Could have happened. I could have done that. I almost never do, but someone did. So I'm recognizing an opportunity, not even for me, but for someone else. So I feel successful. This is great. Because if you start beating yourself up and you get into the, oh, woe is me, I missed it mentality, that's not good. All right, so I'm gonna go a little bit faster here. I'm just gonna wait for my setup. Waiting. So the 2 minutes a little, okay, very nice break here. So if I can get a little bit of a retest of some type of small bull candle, let's see what would happen here. Next candle, there it is. All right, bear stop. Let me make sure the risk reward's good. 169.68 and beautiful. All right, that's gonna be 1,500 shares. Bull candle. All right, so this is the retest. This is a nice retest. No big deal. Didn't close below, still hanging out. Nice little bear candle. I like. This is most likely going to allow me to put my stop loss here at some point. And then here. Risk reward is okay. This is an okay risk reward. I mean, targets down here. This is about a 1-to-1. I would really like to make it a little bit better. Next candle that comes in, triggered in with a little bit of a lower shadow. So we're wicked into the trade. Inside bear candle. A little bit of a bear candle. So we have 4 bear candles in a row. So I'm relatively sure that we're going to retest at some point off this little small intraday support. So I'm going to have to hold through there. Once that retest comes in, then I'm going to be able to move my stop. Again, I'm not saying it has to. I'm just saying that this is a possibility. So we get 4, 5, 6 bear candles in a row. Nice looking look. But here's what's amazing. Regardless of what the trade is doing right now, type in a 3 into the chat pane if you were able to see how quick I knew what I wanted to happen. There's no other guesswork on my screen. There's nothing else drawn. I'm already in the trade. If I wanted to exit the trade right now, I mean, it doesn't matter what your R unit is, but you're up 0.2. Even if you wanted to exit right now and go, hey, I recognize my opportunity, good. You're profitable. It's just about being able to see it, like know what's there, know what you're looking for. Don't make it a guesswork, especially if you're a newer trader or especially if you're not profitable yet. Find the thing that you're like, this is what I am going to do and focus on that primarily. D says, can you move your stop here? No, I can't move my stop until I get a full pivot with bull candles and everything. So what I would do if I'm watching this trade in real time is I would exit 1/10 here because we have so many bear candles in a row. So I would exit a 1/10 and then I'd wait for another pivot to form and then I would lower my stop and then walk away for 30 minutes. So let's see if we get it. If we don't, no big deal, but this is my ultimate target right there. So let's just see what happens. Wow. Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, bang, baby. I mean, hey, just hit the target. Didn't even have to move the stop. Baez says, would you hold for longer? Nope. I'm done, dude. That's a solid 0.9 hours on the day. I might even be done for the day, bro. Nice little 0.9. 0.9 is huge. Because team, I want us to play with bigger numbers in our brain because everyone here has access to bigger numbers. If we're thinking 4 hours a month with a $5,000 risk unit, that is 20 grand. Are you listening? Has that number set in yet? Team, come on, 20 grand a month? Jordan says $500,000 of capital. That's right, baby. Everyone here has access to it. Come on. Try to tap me out. Let's see if we can do it. But guys, because that is available. That's what I'm saying. I had a conversation with that today. Someone actually did ask me. I was like, so hey man, I never asked this question. What did you do with the paper bag money that you got in the parking lot? This is what I did. I bought a funded account, totally different program. Trust me. Lot different. Okay. But I bought $1.2 million with 12 grand. That's what I did. I put 12 grand in my bank, took it to the bank, spread out over multiple weeks, not multiple, 2 weeks. I put $6,000 in and $6,000 in, spread it out. I went and bought $1.2 million, traded with a $1,000 risk unit, until I had a little bit of cushion and started trading with a 2, then a 3, then a 5, then a 10. Team. Come on, baby. Type of 2 if it's fun to even think about. I'm not saying that you have to do it tomorrow. You, ladies and gentlemen, will never get to what you do not think about. What you never put into your brain will never happen. You got to put it here first, and you got to figure out the dream. And then once you have the dream, you can go do anything. You can go do it, but it has to be there. Jose says, like multiple funded accounts at the same time, or how'd you get the 1 million? No, I had a guy who was willing to give me the 1 million. I mean, I'll give anyone here a $1 million trading account, like a funded account opportunity. You just have to pass one of the other 4 first. So you got to pass a 50, 100, a 200, or a 500. And if one of you guys passes that and gets funded and makes some money, then I can give you $1 million. But yes, it's put it into your brain, figure it out. And then once it's in your brain, once that dream is there, step up into that reality with a small aspect. So what that means when I say step up into that reality, figure out how you can be there, even if it's for a short period of time. So go into a MetaTrader account, right? Go find out who has a $500,000. If someone has a $500,000 fund account, go watch someone, go ask them questions, go be with them, go be in their presence, spend money or time to be with people that are doing it, right? That's a way to elevate up into that consciousness. It is. It's a process. Because if you want to do things big, go be around people that are doing those things. Spend time with them, spend energy with them, spend your energy to learn from them and to be around them. And then figure out what they do, say the things they say, read the things they read, make it happen. Proximity is power. You guys are doing great. But I'm actually quite impressed with this trade. The one thing, I do this every single time. I'm like, man, is there a way I could have taken a little bit of a better entry? Not really. I mean, I could have maybe talked myself into getting in here with a stop loss there, but this is really a great trade. I'm very happy with this setup. Again, I promise I had no idea what was going to happen. You guys picked it. You guys picked the day. You picked the time frame. You've seen me back trade a million times. But the reason it's easy for me is because I'm looking for one thing. One thing and one thing only. And I know I didn't take a bullish trade here. Right? I realize that. I know I didn't take a bullish trade. Could have, but this is a really big candle. This is not like a cute little slight indecision candle. Like there's something going on here. And even if I did short, like I just know, I mean, using Meta, I don't have to be blind to the fact that Meta's in a bear trend overall. Would you guys all agree? Right? We don't have to be blind to that fact. So I know, I mean, I've been trading Meta, like whatever, last few years. I know right now it's in the bear trend. So I don't have to be blind to the fact that like, okay, I don't have to take a trade bullish at all. I can just only trade a bearish because it's in a bearish trend. I know that even in August, I just didn't know what the day was going to look like. That's okay. You can use that aspect. You can use that awareness of a trend and a trade. I didn't think it was going to go down that fast. I'm mad that I exited a 10th. I'm upset that I exited that. But anyway, the point is know what you're looking for. Drill this into your brain so that when you see it, you act on it faster with confidence. And then when you make the money, keep it. Chat says, was Meta open today on the 2-minute or was it the same 10 EMA play? Let's go find out. Let's go see what Meta did today on a 2-minute. We're not going to use this because that move was crazy. Oh, Jesus. Look at this 2-minute trade. Oh. I think I need to start trading the 2-minute charts. I do. I have backtrade them a few times. I normally do slang and bang some 2 minutes. These setups, man. Look at this guy. Type in a 5 if that is delightful. Entry there, stop loss there. I mean, you would have pooped your pants for like 4 minutes, but that is a great trade. Look at that compression. And then this move right there, give me a break. Give me a break. Absolutely. Entry here, stop there all day long. I want you to have that confidence when you guys see that pattern. Okay. I will take this setup, even though I know it works. It could not work. I could look at the screen and see that it literally loses money, and I'm going to take that trade. I want you to have that type of confidence with whatever your pattern is, whatever your setup is. 2 minutes today. All right. So let's just kind of analyze. I mean, again, now that I kind of see what happened on the day, it's a little bit of a moot point, but I would have had some kind of line drawn here. I mean, this is some type of pre-market, yesterday's low, something. There's something here, right? I can drag this across the screen. You guys can see there's something here. All right. So the first 2 minutes, it breaks. I'm waiting for my high wave candle. So I'm waiting for this. So here it is. Here's the bull high wave. I love high wave candles. It's just kind of my thing. So there's your bull, really good volume, out of support. I'm thinking, yep, I would love the short there. Entry here, stop somewhere right around there. Let's see what the next candle gets. All right, so the next candle is an inside candle. I like that even more. It's a little bit of a two. There you go. All right, so entry, stop. Now, I realize that I'm shorting low. I realize that I'm shorting the breakdown. I'm aware of that. This is a $1 risk, so it's really easy to calculate that. So I know that I'm shorting the bottom of something, so that this needs to move pretty powerfully. Next candle probably triggers this, although I hope it doesn't. Oh, yes. Why did I say that? Why did I say I hope it doesn't trigger? More trapped bulls. That's why. And a place where I'm going to eventually lower my stop loss to. Because now I would really like to put my stop there eventually. And that's going to provide a really, really comfortable risk reward. Oh my gosh. Another inside candle. All day I'm in this trade. I don't even know if this trade, I mean, I think this trade works a little bit, but I don't even know what it does. I don't care. I have to take this trade. If I'm watching this, here's what's amazing. I know that this is not the 1 minute chart. I have back traded the 1 minute chart. Type a 5 into the chat pane. If you've heard me say a million times, I suck at trading the 1 minute. Even in back trading, I'm not good with a 1 minute chart. I've done it. I do not know why I'm not good at it. So I just move on. Don't eat dirt because you think it's going to taste good one day. That's a Jerremy Newsome quote. You can jot it down. If you suck at it, stop doing it, please. I find out real quick, even back trading, I'm not good at the 1 minute chart. So figure out what time frame you're good at. Focus on that. Make money and stop doing what you're not good at. Hello? Okay. So this trade I'm in all day. I'm in this trade. No problem. Easiest setup in the world. Good breakdown. There's the retest. That is just absolutely classic. I love this retest. This is such perfect chart theory. Morningstar reversal, no worries. All retest. Arrest after battle. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I move my stop loss to here. Walk away for 20, 15 minutes. Hector says, would you add and reduce? If I was up for the month, yeah. Yeah, if I have more than 5 hours locked in for the month, I probably would. Sam says, so what if there's moving averages and EMAs below? You still going short? Because sometimes I psych myself out and don't feel as confident. There's always something in the way. I can tell you though, there's nothing in the way on Meta. So I've looked at this stock chart a lot, dog. There is nothing below on Meta. You can't draw a moving average on this chart that's going to act as a support. Now, full disclosure, I actually understand the question you're asking. There are moving averages they're going to be in the way on a lot of stocks. And if there's one in the way, so let's say, Sam, that you have, I don't know, a 100 on a weekly right here. I would take a partial and lower my stop and make it come up with a time on the clock that it needs to break that level. And if it doesn't break that level in a certain period on the clock, which is usually like 20 minutes for me, then I will slam my stop down or just exit. But keep in mind, whatever the trend is, Sam, it's supposed to go that way. Do not get into a trade because it has to make lower lows for you to make money on the trade. If the trend's already bearish, it's supposed to make lower lows. Make sense? If the trend's bullish, it's supposed to make higher highs. All right, next candle that comes in. Let me get rid of this drawing because then there's no moving average on Meta here. Okay. All right, so I move my stops. I'm walking away for a little bit. So I walk away to come get trailed out on Meta. Or not trailed out, sorry, stopped out. So when I come back to get stopped out on this, I think to myself, what? I've got to be looking to go the other direction. This is the bearish setups of bear setups. Like everything is there. And it produced an opportunity to maybe make some money, but not really. So we're wrong. It reversed on us. It did some amazing move and started kind of flipping. Okay. So now I say to myself, well, all right, there's a little bit of a resistance right here. Tiny resistance. I do want to break above that to some degree. I can have a stop loss, but I just lost on the trade. Definitely losing trade. Pretty much one random candle. I want one more sideways candle and I could take this trade because we're not really bouncing off the 10 EMA. There we go. Now I can take this. Right now, depending on, maybe I zoom out at the time. I can do that because it's today. 3-minute chart. Okay, and a 5-minute chart. So I was going to say, depending on this resistance, I want to close. But looking at the 5-minute chart, I don't think I need to close down here. This is a bear candle with a lower shadow closing above the 10 EMA. I don't think I need to close on this trade. I think I can be good enough with a break above it. So let's do it. Another candle comes in, no harm, no foul. Still waiting. Okay. And so now I get to ask the question, did I move my stop too soon? Because now we're back to profitable. I'm like, well, maybe. I don't think I did. I followed my rules. So I'm waiting because I'm like, market, what are you going to do? Like, you're supposed to go lower, but are we going higher? I'm not sure. Now, what's amazing about this is imagine someone who did get in bullish right there and they did have their stop loss right there. You're drawing on the screen. Those people are trapped. They're already, you just had some people that are trapped. Now you're trying to form a higher low. So here's the linchpin for the, which is my new favorite word, by the way, for the higher low on this trend. So if we're going to go long, this higher low should hold. Right here. If we're going to go short, this higher low breaks down. All right. Bear candle. So I guess I moved my stop too early, maybe. Possibly another trap. I don't know. Still waiting. Still waiting. No long yet. And I can't go short because this was the perfect short over here. And if the perfect short didn't work, what am I doing getting in at like a whatever? Some really interesting pressure building now. So I can actually lower my entry a little bit. This is a candle closing above the 10-EMA with a little bit of a lower shadow. Another hammer. I can see that the bears are having trouble pushing this thing down. Look at this. Another immediate trap. You guys see that? Another immediate trap. Make this a bear candle. Oh, this is it. Done. Game over. This is the easiest setup of all time. This is a wrap. There you go. Take a screenshot. No idea if this works or not. No clue. Doesn't trigger so far. Oh my gosh, I love this hammer so much. All right, we are in. We are super in. So now I've already lost on the prior trade. I have to make more than my previous loss. So I'm going to try to really amp it up into here. See if we can make a new high. And this is just honestly, team, because I just lost on the previous trade and we're going bullish, which is counter trend on everything on Facebook. Everything is counter trend. I'm walking away from this trade. I'm not going to be here for 30 minutes to see what happens because I know that eventually I'm going to move my stop to here and then here. And I'm going to follow those rules, but I'm not going to be here to watch it for 30 minutes. I know that about me. I would have FOMO. Something would start creeping up and I'm just going to walk away. So I'm going to walk away for a few bars. So I'm not here to see all this gobbledygook. I come back, I see this setup. I'm like, okay, I take my stop loss and now I move it. I put my stop loss right here and then walk away for another 20, 30 minutes. Walk away, another 20, 30 minutes has gone by. I'm seeing that the trade's not really working. An amazing setup that I just absolutely adored. We have a bull candle on a 2-minute chart, closing below the moving average, and I'm profitable. I'll close the trade there. If I'm coming back to watch this, I'll close this trade for no gain. I mean, like 5 cents of a gain. And I'm going to put my entry lower. I'm going to lower my entry and try it again. So I'm still losing on the day, right? Still losing on the day. We had a bull candle closing below the 10-EMA and a bear candle that just broke below it. So that's why I'm closing the trade right here to start stacking a win. So now I'm still losing on the day, but a lot smaller. And I just made the risk reward better if this trade works, if this trade gets filled. Because I had the other R earlier to lose anyway, right? So let's see if this trade fills. Nope. Trade doesn't fill and it eventually hits the target. What's the lesson here learned? And again, my favorite rule ever. Why am I singing a song? I got out on a bear candle. Emily, what's your rule, baby girl?
Don't get out on a bear candle on a bull.
Bang! Woo! Because again, guys, this is a back trade. So you go, shoot, I just got out of a bear candle. Dang it, I'm so dumb. Let me go back and do it again. And I tell myself, no, Jeremy, you can't do anything here because it's a bear candle. You've got to wait for a bull candle to come in. Once this candle comes in, I then increase my stop loss on the previous trade, and this trade turns into a winner. Team, does this make sense? Does drilling like this, do you think it'll help you and impact your trading? Give me a one to that chat pane, boys and girls, as we switch over into the afternoon room. Get at us. Real life trading. Our mission is to enrich lives. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys rock.